Scramble to improve what some are calling a failing prison system in Georgia. State lawmakers now working to prioritize inmate needs after a scathing federal report. Atlanta News First reporter Abby Casoris explains.
How did their failures come to light? Okay, help me understand. Is this somebody trying to game the system or something where they would stay?
You might call this grilling. State Senator Randy Robertson, the head of the Department of Corrections Facilities Study Committee, is asking representatives from the Department of Corrections about goods and services, everything from toilet paper to inmate health care.
And our job is to make sure that y'all have filled in all of these cracks.
The basic need of safety is not being met. This year is on track to become one of the most deadly years inside of Georgia's correction facilities. An investigation by the Department of Justice details the horrifying conditions in 17 Georgia prisons in a dozen counties. Cases of violence, rape, drug overdose, exploitation, and gang intimidation.
We know that oftentimes people are not going to report the bad things about themselves.
Matthew Charles was sentenced to 35 years in federal prison for nonviolent drug offenses. He now works with Georgia families concerned for the safety of their loved ones. He thinks the state should create a review committee with independent oversight, a body not part of the agency, but ready to assist them.
Well, just like when we were in the hearing a few minutes ago and they said that the medical care was not subpar, but it was almost equal to what they themselves was receiving as a private citizen. And no, it's not. It's the exact opposite of that.
It would cost money. Georgia's correction system receives state and federal dollars, totaling more than $1 billion a year. Robertson urges the members of the committee to be careful. They can't just throw money at the problem.
This is a very expensive process because these individuals are being housed and cared for by the state of Georgia. And every taxpayer and every non-taxpayer who lives in Georgia, they're responsible for that.
That committee will meet one last time to present their final report. Those reports will be left on the desks of every member of the state Senate. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Casoris.